Welcome to episode 108.
Yep.
Boom! I've had a lot of sensory overload in the last 20 seconds.
Yeah.
You let me
You look like a drag of the galaxy.
space dust. I had a drag of the geek bar there, and my anus relaxed. Both my eardrums popped. And then I went to get a bit of toilet roll, and you'd shit in the toilet too. You got me. You got me pinned in.
Oh, exhale's only in there.
Oh fuck! Fucking yeah, lungs fucked. Walked in there, nose fucked. I still can't hear. My ears popped. That's very strong.
It is. It's too much.
How many mils?
50.
And what does that mean in the whole thing, or like per dry? You don't care.
I think it's the whole thing. Like a Lost Mary's like what?
I lost my 20.
Yeah, there you go. So it's like 2 Marys plus half a Mary.
2.5 Marys.
Yeah.
My new sitcom. 2.5 back. It's 2.5 Marys.
Yeah, it's too much. Like I need to get off.
With 2 nuns and a dwarf.
Yeah.
And they hide them up the skirt, the nun skirt.
It's it's way too strong. It is like a crack pipe.
Oh god. It's so sharp up top. It didn't even get to my lungs.
Yeah.
I was choking on it. And I did vape. I vaped for quite some time, but that's a different league there. You doing the hard man nod?
God.
Yeah, fucking right. You couldn't even handle a gig bar. Can you even handle a fucking...
It's not good. It's not good.
It's not good.
I need to get off it.
Do you ever wake up coughing up blood or anything?
No?
I feel like I might tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, got a 3/4
Just you get like a wild dry mouth. Like I wake up in the mornings, I be thirsty like I'm like a lizard. Gasping for a bottle of gum. That's why I do now the bedside water. I love when I light water. Wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, down the water, back to bed, push myself.
It's great. It's great that you've stumbled across there's a thing that everybody does.
Oh, I've never had a bedside.
You never had a bedside water?
Never had a bedside in my life.
We are addicted to bedside waters in our house.
Yeah.
Every second day it looks like there's been a frat party in the room. You're like, fuck, you're going down the stairs with like a finger and like a glass.
Yeah.
You're like 10 glasses.
I know I'm a wild...
And by the way, never touch it.
I'm doing...
No one ever touches it. Like
I'm doing wild bad for the environment with buying bottles of water. Need to stop. Need to get a reusable flask.
Can you drink the water in New York?
Nah, we have a Britvic.
Brita filter? Britvic's a small orange juice.
No, this is called Britvic.
It's called Britvic. The water filter.
I think so.
I don't think so.
No, probably not.
Britvic's like the mixer you get in the bar.
I use the Brita.
Yeah, they are
And
good.
filters the water.
Yeah, we've one built into the tap in our house.
Balling!
You know what I'm saying?
Balling Geddis.
Colin Geddis. Spaghetti Colonnaise.
It is. It is a game changer.
It is, but it's wild slow. That's the only thing.
It is.
That's the only thing pisses me off. Like, you know, you go to fill up the Yeti. You know, if you go to fill up that, 45 minutes.
Well, that's my most hated household task. I don't care if the boys don't do the dishes. I couldn't give 2 fucks. I couldn't give a fuck if they leave a lock of wrappers laying in the living room the next day after they've been on the pish.
Yep.
But if the Brita isn't filled, I'd be fuming.
Someone's happening to my brother.
If the Brita's empty, I'd be raging.
And they're like, Aaron, you be pissing in the sink. Exactly. Move it out of the fucking way.
Move it out of the way, my dick.
It's not my fault for your fucking brother gets in the way of my dick. That's your problem. That sounds like a you problem.
No, they're all pretty tight lads. No rows in the house. Very chilled environment.
Well, from what I've heard from you, they're all just weirdos sitting in their own room. No one talks anyway.
Well, yeah, they are. Like, you do have to battle to get them out. On a weekday. On the weekend, you know, they'd be good to go. But sure, Aiden's job, nobody could do it.
No, it sounds nuts. He's still at it.
Yeah, he's still at it.
Fair play.
I'm begging him to quit his job.
Begging.
You know, anything's better than that. And I know he went to university for it and all, but you're like, that's not a way to live.
What does he do again? Like sports reporting or something?
Sports, like looks after the adverts and the broadcasts. But he's there from like 4 till 2 o'clock in the morning.
What a
So
hell.
then he goes to bed and then he has to wake up and then he has to get back in for it.
Do you know what are probably the best type of jobs? You know, the people like complain about, like, I have to start at 5, but then you're done at like 2. Ideal.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel nice in the moment, but that's a perfect job.
Yeah.
Early doors.
Early doors, get her out of the way. Crash.
Home early.
Mid-afternoon.
Yeah. nap, party all night. You know what I mean?
This is going to be another one of them. Did I tell you at moments?
Go ahead.
Did I tell you about the boy that shit in the train?
You did not.
So I was doing Katie Boy's gig
Welcome to Bomb Squad.
at the Bathhouse.
What you just witnessed there was me and Aaron just getting into work, chilling, having a bit of small conversation.
Oh, yeah.
To work ourselves up to the shit talk.
Yes.
Which is what we're here for.
See if you get me stinking me free.
Now, this made me very grateful for the 2-7 free, right?
Yeah.
So, doing Katie Boy's gig at the Belfast, it's in Brooklyn, it's fucking miles away. So I had to hop on the train. This day, I was out the night before.
Uh-huh.
It was in my feelings.
Uh-huh.
I had an emotional hangover.
Okay.
Put on the noise cancelling headphones on the train cart. Listen to Blonde. Frank
Oh
Ocean.
no!
Yeah, I was listening to Blonde.
You'd be praying for that train to hit a wall.
Reminiscing, about old times. A couple of songs in there were attached to certain individuals. I was like, oh God, very sad. And as I'm having a wee reminisce to myself, right? There's this man in the train. Unhoused.
Oh, that's one way to put it.
Unhoused.
Yeah.
Trying to say correct. And he was walking down the cart. And God bless him, first of all. I want to give context. God bless him. Wild card to be dealt.
Uh-huh.
But he was walking on the cart and he was wearing these like big baggy grey sweatpants. And
yeah.
And they slowly fell down
Well, what else would he be wearing?
as he was walking down the cart.
Yeah.
But he wasn't reacting to the fact they were falling.
Okay.
And it went down a wee bit and then it just popped over his wee small dick.
Wee small dick.
Wee small dick. Popped out. Wee Budley. Cut Budley too.
Unhoused cut
terrifying. Unhoused cut Budley. You want to talk about the smell of cock? Filled the cart.
Really?
Filled the cart. Immediate. As soon as the sweatpant went over it, big boof of it.
Why does that sound like something that is on a little lad?
What do you mean?
2 for 1 on unhoused cut Budleys. Just in time for Christmas.
So the boof that came off it, right? So that was one thing. Now I can deal with that.
You smelling cock at
Right?
night?
It was like almost like a social experiment where it was like, what's this guy gonna do before people start moving, right? Nobody moved. Couple of outlaws on the train, they were like, oh God, like, like panto, like fucking.
Yeah.
And then I was like, let him be. He's 100%. Cock's out, but sure, what odds? Then it's not affecting us.
Yeah.
So I keep listening to Blonde, right? And I'm just looking forward out the window of the train as it's passing through the subway and all the lights are just flashing me by. And then all of a sudden he gets into a squat position, right? And again, I don't react.
Just with.
But then there was one of the longest stops you can get in the subway is from the bottom of Manhattan
Yeah.
into Brooklyn.
Okay.
Right. This is where he popped the squat. Right?
Yeah.
And then again, you have to imagine I'm looking forward, and I just see out of the corner of my eye he starts vibrating.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, he's fully about to shite. So I get up in my seat, right? And then
Dive under it.
but all the outlaws and all, right? They all got up and there was one black lady and she got up and she was like, oh my God. And then she starts running down against here and she put her top over her nose against here. And if you just saw the way people were reacting in the cart, you would swear it was like an active shooter. Because everyone was running to the other side of the train, screaming, right? And then we're all standing there, right? So the whole cart now is on one side and we're all hunched together and we're all just watching this guy, right? And so he took a shite, and it was, they were talking about the hover espresso last episode. Literally it came out like a Picasso splat. But it came out in shards. Right? And there was
shards?
Yeah, just shards of shards. It came out in shards, right? And just the squeakiest wee fart you've ever heard in your life. It was so comical. So I could, again, God bless him, but I couldn't help but laugh.
Of course.
And then everyone else kind of looked at me as if, what the fuck are you laughing at? And I was like, well, come on, this is pretty funny. You know what I mean? Yeah. He just took his shite in the train. And then one guy goes, hey, welcome to New York, and everyone kind of looked around him as if to be like, you shut the fuck up too.
All right, bro. You wait around all day on the train for that? Well, what are you gonna do?
Well, you can't do anything. That's the whole point.
That's the, you know, like homeless in America seem like, you know, no one goes like, all right, what systems are in place or how did someone get there? It's just like they're a different race, or like a breed of people. That's the homeless now.
Yeah.
And sure, you're chased out everywhere. Where are you supposed to shite?
Well, that's it.
Can I shite in here? No. All right. Train it is. Would this man be paying onto the train? Or think he's jumping the turnstile?
No idea. If I had to assume, maybe someone's opened, you know the way you have the doors that you can open? Maybe someone opened it for him.
Yeah.
Previously or something like that, but...
He's like, open that door, Jeff. I'm touching cloth here.
But tell you what, can you imagine the freedom you'd feel?
I mean, you know, I imagine whatever drugs he's on, he's just totally in his own world.
Yeah.
Just like, well, need a shite right now.
Yeah.
Blop.
Like in his mind, he's like playing Mario Kart or something.
How many? That probably happens 200 times a day in New York.
Well, that's the thing is, so I wrote material about it, and then I did it, and like my mate was like, "Oh, that's kind of hack," and I was like, "It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that every comic has a homeless wanking or shitting on the train story."
Yeah. Well, you got a different take on it now. You know, you go, Jesus, well, you couldn't do that at home.
Yeah.
With a carpet and a 273. Trying to get it out of the fabric.
And Bobby, he saw a guy have a wank in the train.
That's not as fun.
No, it's a bit more
The
vicious.
shite's funny, like.
He said to me, he goes, "I was so disgusted," and then he's like, "Well, actually, you know, that's the reason I was late." And he goes, "If anything, I'm envious of his time management skills."
Yeah, habit stacking. That's what he was doing.
100%. Pull your wire in the train.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the other guy was doing. He goes, listen, I'm late. I have a couple of emails to send. He just squats down.
If teleportation existed, I wish I could have teleported you two boys into that cart at that exact instance. Just because it was like, first of all, the fart couldn't have been funnier. The fart was just such a wee tight duck arch toot. Yeah. And then the shite that came out, if it had produced a log, that would have been way more frightening. Yeah. Like, that would have been way more terrifying. But the fact it just came out like this perfect splatter, like you could have, if you done it on like a piece of canvas, you could have sold it in the fucking MoMA.
I know. Yeah, the log thing is like, you could have waited.
Yeah.
If you're backing up logs, like,
yeah.
But if it's squirty, you gotta go.
Yeah, a log can be saved, but a squirt's coming. Whether you like it or not.
As my granny used to say. The log could be but isn't there some drugs that make you constipated? And then like I've seen videos where there's like a homeless person shit in the street and it's like a baseball bat because they've been constipated for like a month.
Oh fuck yeah.
Is that
what drugs do that?
Huh?
What drugs do that?
Oh, there's loads of
Asking
drugs.
for a friend?
Like a load of opiates make you constipated.
Oh, right, okay.
That's a known fact.
Well, he was on a different type of drug. I don't know what he was on.
Do you remember that video I showed you and the guy sounded like Tyler the Creator?
Yeah.
And the guy was like, do you want some clothes or something? The guy's wiping his asshole. He's like, what sort of clothes you got? And he's like, fuck you. You're like, bro, you're just wiping your hole in the middle of the street. It'd be funny if, you know, like wanking and whatever was a lot more socially accepted.
Yeah.
You know? Like sneezing on the train. Excuse me. Just be like, ah. Sorry about that. And then just back to the paper. Get one of them big broadsheets.
Yeah.
Is that why all the train carriages in New York are just like all plastic?
Probably.
They probably just get some guy, the shit squad.
Oh, you couldn't have carpet in there.
The poop squad come in and
Definitely
just hose it out the door. Or do you just let the rats eat it if it's New York? There's nothing better to do, nothing other to do in grey sweatpants than jizz in them and shite in them. In grey sweatpants, like. What else?
I mean,
what are you really doing?
well, first of all, they were so baggy that it was like, you know, if he had just been walking about anyway, they probably would have fell down. So baggy. And then when the cock came out, like again, I was kind of like giggling to myself, but like mute giggling because it wasn't appropriate. But I was like, it's a wee dick, you know?
Yeah.
It was like a dog's dick. It was like a red rocket. You know?
What colour? Was he a white man?
No.
No.
Which again,
What do you mean?
surprising.
Black man?
Mm-hmm.
And a wee red dick?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's crazy.
I know, right?
Would it have been funnier if he was just absolute dong on him?
No, that would have been, you can't, as well as, I was about to say cute, but not too cute about it.
Yeah.
It would have been less funny, I would say, and humorous. It'd be the big weapon of a piece, soft. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, the way it all went about was the perfect mixture for it to be funny. Because if he's a big, soft dick, that's already that's
it's obscene.
That's a hazard.
That's obscene.
And if he had it on a log, then it's way more upsetting. But we cut dick, BUDLEY cut with the Picasso splat shite. That's hilarious. And the wee toot. Come on, that's 1, 2 for us, or is it for us? Basic comedy.
I know. I don't know what's worse, shouting in public or just pulling the bag straight back up and cracking on with your day.
But I mean, sorry, people were screaming to the point where I was like, oh, should I feel like more traumatized by this or something?
Nah, but that's your world, man. You know, these people are away to do desk jobs and all. We sit around all day talking about shit. It's happening. It's happening live.
I'll tell you what, I was worried about not being able to listen to that album anymore because it would remind me of an ex. Now I can't listen to it because it's going to remind me of him shite. So he did me a favour in the end of, I guess.
Brown Ferrara. Come on, let's talk. Oh, God. And you went to that gay sauna, didn't you? You were telling me about that.
Well, I went to my friends, Caitlin and Ash. They were like, Ash used to live in the East Village of New York, her and her husband, and near their house was this like Russian bathhouse.
Which we might have talked about that briefly before, but all I've seen is a load of gay dudes. You know, like the sweaty gay dudes who be fucking, you know. And he's like, "We had a fantastic day at the Russian bathhouse," and all. And you're like, these guys are just fucking dropping the bag in the locker and then dropping their bag in some dude's fucking chin.
Well, Ash and her husband used to live right by it, and there was one day we went for lunch and we were walking past, and she was like, "Oh, we have to go here someday, like another day."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What is it?" And she was like, "Oh, it's the Russian bathhouse. It's like just a bunch of saunas and a steam room, ice plunge, all the rest, right?" But it's so we should go when you come over. Put that in the list.
Write that down.
So you come down, right? And basically you walk
Gal
in.
there with a camera in the trunks.
And it is like clockwork. you get in there and they're like, come on. It's so hectic to like, you buy a day pass, so it's like $60, right? Give them for the day pass. They'll give you flip-flops. And if you want, they can give you shorts, but I'd bring your own. Right?
BYO in the shorts.
So then you go in, put your stuff in your locker, walk out. This guy will come up to you and he'll be offering you all a bunch of massages and stuff if you want that, but that's extra.
Is he Russian?
He's Russian.
I rub your back, pull your piece.
Pretty much.
Finger in butt.
Go downstairs.
Dog fashion.
There's like all these different saunas, different strengths, whatever. There's one steam room. There's this one called the Red Room. And then there's the Ice Plunge. Now,
well, we know what happens in the Red Room.
The Red Room, it's all just like, you know what it is?
Fucking.
The Red Room felt like a scene out of Dune 2. Because it was just like all these boys in this real misty room.
As opposed to Dune 1.
Dune. And it was just all these boys sitting there, and like it does feel otherworldly, you know?
Is it infrared sauna? Is that what it is?
The Red Room, I think so, aye.
Yeah, wow.
And then you have the steam room, the Ice Plunge. I thought, because I'd went sea dipping a couple of times, that it would be grand. But it's way colder than the sea. I don't know what they put in there. Ice cold. You could just get in, throw your head under it. And then you have to immediately get out.
But I was saying, like, the sea's not that cold, is it, really?
Sea's quite, it stays the same temperature.
Yeah, what is it? Is it not like fucking 6 degrees or something?
Maybe, yeah.
It's like it's not as cold as it feels cold.
This was
but
ridiculous.
Them things are like, yeah.
This was, I
1 degree.
Heart attack. And then you come out of it, you go into the Red Room, you simmer down, and then see at the very end, going up to the cafe, frosted steins with pints. Oh my God, sir. That's one of the best pints you'll ever have in your life. But then Ash was saying to me, Thursdays and Sundays is the gay days. And I was like, surely it's not like, it's a regimental thing, like Thursdays and Sundays. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, that's crazy. I was like, they know about this? And they're like, no, not really. It's just more of like a, you know, like forums and stuff like that will say Thursdays and Sundays.
Oh, yeah.
And then they were saying that they were telling a friend about it who was visiting from out of town. And he went down on the Thursday. and he was sitting in the sauna, and some big yoke guy just sat down beside him, and you know he's a very like he's a very friendly character. You know, the guy that went. The guy sits down beside him, put his hand on his knee, and goes, "You having a nice time?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, it's great."
Love it. Frozen styles, lad.
But like apparently they're just busting flat out every Thursday and Sunday.
Fair play. And do you know where you wouldn't get away with that? Russia.
I thought you were going to say the Home Larger Centre. What the fuck's this?
Thursdays and Sundays. Book your mate. Book a mate day.
The Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day on a Sunday and Sabbath. Just shimmy, I went down there on Sunday for a steam. Steamer, more like. Squeegeeing up jizz all day.
I honestly wouldn't care, you know.
If what?
Like if I was, the saunas are pretty big, like. If someone's getting jacked off, sure, whatever, like it's not harming me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just relax.
Like,
Something, man, you're in the sauna. Just close your eyes and, you know.
You know? Yeah.
Listen to the Russian music in the
Or go
background. I just have to get some Russian music in the background. Do an impression of you in this place. Hello, big fella.
Well, how you keeping?
You having a good time?
It's lovely.
Show me your cock and penis.
Cock and penis?
You heard me, bastard.
Is this allowed?
It doesn't matter. It is Thursday. Thursday for male-on-male comings. Have you had stein of beer?
Not yet, no.
Good.
What's your name, sir?
Seamus.
Nice to meet you, I'm Vladimir.
Don't go in ice bath. Penis be very tiny.
It won't be the ice bath.
Very, very funny. Did I tell you I am half a Japanese?
Oh, demented.
Did they beat you with the leaves?
No.
I've seen that happening. You know, the boy's got a fucking big lump of twigs and he's just like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
No,
Have they got staff in there?
Oh, yeah.
Is there like a fella, you know, like that's his job all day is to just give you the violent rub down?
But see, that's what I was thinking, because there's one guy, and he's there's one guy in particular, and you'll see him when you go down, but he's at the front desk, and he's offering extra massages. And, you know, you're just like, no, I'm just here for the day pass, whatever.
Tuggy
But
Tony?
He will then walk in his polo shirt and trackies into every one of the saunas and be like, massage? Anybody massage? And everyone's just like, no, we're all right. And then he'll go into the next sauna, keep doing it. But I'm like, is he also like a monitor to make sure that they aren't jacking each other off?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. But, you know, he might just genuinely be trying to upsell.
Yeah.
You know, massage.
But then does he know about it? Like if he goes in and somebody's getting the wire pulled, does he just let it slide?
In his butt?
No,
it-
it's $60.
Yeah. If it's not causing a scene. This isn't a shouting on a train, like. This is a small spaff in a
Yeah.
sauna. You can't really see anyway.
As long as you're not shooting. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
when it becomes a problem.
Yeah. Take a stray
Yeah.
from a stranger.
Oh God, that would ruin your day.
I feel like the last thing in your mind is a boner when you're in a fucking scalding sauna. I mean, I feel like it'd take a minute to even summon one.
No, I'd say they would.
There's only one way to find out.
No, you get hard in a sauna.
Okay.
You
Me
could.
and Dave Elliott went into a sauna. Probably told you this before in Galway, and it seemed very gay
Yeah.
because we're two big bears, and people left the sauna when we went in. Yeah, like other guys got up and left when we got in. They're probably trying to secretly tug each other and like, oh shit, the daddies are here now.
Yeah. Yeah. The top of the food chain is here.
Top of the apex shaggers are here. Two of us fucking
You
kicking
can-
up a whiff.
To be fair, you and Dave in the gay sauna would be a nightmare. They would shut it down.
Think so?
Oh yeah, two big bears side by side.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Teddy bear's picnic.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I'm only an author. You know?
I don't even know if I'm in good enough shape to be a bear. Do you not have to be like muscular with a gut and hairy?
Is it not like big guy hairy?
I don't know. I don't want to look into it.
Someone did pull it up the other day where it was like they were reading the terms. Like there's like new terms for like, you know, the way they characterize in the gay community.
Yeah.
There's spunky monkey, which is one.
Now, who's making up these names? My dad? Just taking a look at these boys. Aye, fuck us, we spunky monkey here. Spunk monkey. A girl, whilst normal in other sexual respects, makes ape-like signs when receiving sperm in her face. I don't think
that's not the one I heard.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, here we are. These are pretty standard. Silver fox.
Yes.
You know, your Schofields.
Yes.
Fox twink. You know, twinks. We know twinks. Bear. The bears. One of the oldest and largest subgroups of the gay community. Bears are on the heavier side, either muscular, beefy, or chunky. They wouldn't dream of shaving their body hair, which comes in abundance, and they usually have a full beard to match. Okay. Full bears then. Cub.
Well, a cub.
A baby bear. Or a baby bear. Would you be a wee cub?
No, I think I'm an otter.
Who would McCagney be like a cub?
What is a cub?
A baby bear. Bears are typically older. Cubs are younger ones, large hairy guys in their teens. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. A meerkat. A man named Greg. Announcing a new gay stereotype. We can't get enough. The best one, the meerkat. An anxious, sassy gay who's always looking around at everyone else instead of paying attention to the conversations. Guilty. Who do we know that's a meerkat?
Guilty.
Would you? Shane Todd. A gym rat. Well, a gay man who spends every waking minute at the gym. Okay, gym bunny. Gym bunny is a more feminine version of the gym rat. Mm-hmm. You know, probably the one pulling the leggings up the asshole and all.
Oh, the twonk. Classic.
The twonk?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Is the polar opposite of a bear, skinny and hairless, often a little more on the feminine side. Oh. Chicken is a word used to describe a younger version of a twonk. Man, this is getting deep, isn't it? We're deep into the
Oh yeah.
Into the weeds now. Version of a twonk is more muscular twink. Wow. I'm gonna have to write these down so I can dish them out.
There's me there, look.
So you're a twonk is a chunky twink?
No, I'm an otter.
Otter. Someone whose head is giant and ass crease goes to the middle of their back. Someone who's in between a twink and a bear. Medium build and hairy. Otters come in all ages.
No, I thought otter was hairless. That was the whole point.
Otters often trim their chest hair and manscape their bodies, but always leave at least some hair.
Orteza might have misdiagnosed me.
A wolf, similar to an otter, wolf is some hair and is between a twink and a bear. That might be you.
Maybe.
Somewhere between a twink and a bear. However, there are some key differences between wolves and otters. Wolves typically have a lean, that's not you, a lean muscular build and are sexually aggressive. Maybe you're being relegated back to otter again.
Giraffe, was that just a lanky?
An incredibly tall gay man.
Wait, one more. What's the pig?
A pig. As you might imagine, pigs are more focused on sex than anything else, often into kinkier and somewhat seedier sexual practices. Right, you fucking pig. I'm a pig twunk, so.
Pig twunk.
Chicken hawk, an older man who sexually pursues younger chickens, twinks, twunks. There are fucking too many of these. Gee, you'd be exhausted going to fucking one of these gay bathhouses. Unicorn. Urban Dictionary has the best definition. A bisexual person, usually, though not always female, who is willing to join an existing couple, often with, fuck that. A pup, into pub play, and a bull. Hunky, muscular bodybuilders who weigh 200 plus pounds. These men are big, strong, and have muscles you didn't even know existed. That's us there, really.
The bull?
The bull.
2 bulls in a sauna.
The new podcast. Yeah. Should we do that in New York? Go to the bathhouse?
I'll definitely go to the bathhouse.
Get a couple of steins? How long are you in this place for?
As long as you want.
Stay all day?
You can, a day pass gives you all day.
Bloody hell.
But you know, you do like a lap. Do a wee ice plunge back in the red room. Go to another steam room sauna. Back in the ice plunge. Back in the red room.
Did you not say you had the ice bath and felt great for like 4 hours and then just collapsed?
Massive come down. That pint after, directly after, one of the best pints I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was on the limitless pill for about 4 hours, and then the crash was unbelievable.
That's mad.
Because I was starting to think, I was like, God, this would be great, you know, before a gig or something, you know. Yeah. Come in here, do this, feel all, you know, jived up.
Yeah.
But you couldn't do it, you'd be in bed.
Mental.
It's a shame I don't have any pre-gig routine at all.
No, I'd love to have one. Mine's usually just uncomfortable panic, whole right down to the wire.
Hangs over you the whole day.
Right down, you know, you start to like add up the time that you have to travel to the gig. You know, do you want to write a bit of material or a set list? You add that in, and the time never moves quicker.
Yeah.
You know, it would be 10 in the morning, and you're like, I have to leave the house at 4.
Yeah.
Goes like that.
Yeah.
And you're like, what did I do? 7 wanks, that was it.
Yeah.
Nothing achieved.
I know, and I always say I'm going to change, but I never do. Always want to be like, oh, I'll take the whole day and, you know, really write this up and all, but it never happens.
But it's like the blind boy thing you said.
Yeah.
If you don't invest in it and it goes badly, you go, oh, I didn't have time to, you know, prepare for it.
Yeah.
And then if you pull it off, you go, fuck me, I'm some pup.
Yeah.
I did that, I'm some gay pup in the pub play, piss on my face. I didn't need any preparation for that at all. I'm the motherfucking man. I did him again. No prep.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's nothing you can do.
I'll do what I always do, which is add a couple new bits I wanted to try, like at Lavery's. And I get there, I take the fucking notebook out, and I sit with it on my knee, and I don't look at it till 3 minutes before I go on.
Yeah.
And then I have a last minute panic, and then I go do it.
Yeah.
And I was just having a full panic attack for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Mentally ill.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, at least Lavery's was like familiar ground, you know, and it's like fun. There's some places that you do that and you're like, oh fuck, you know, I'm uncomfortable. Plus, I don't know what the fuck my set list is.
Oh yeah. Should I get a wee tattoo in my hand like a square and I just write set list in it?
Yeah.
I genuinely thought about that years ago.
What?
I was like, well, do I just get a little box that I write notes in as a tattoo?
What age were you when you thought of that?
It was last year. No, it was early doors of comedy.
Yeah.
It's like, is that a badass comedy tattoo? Bullet points on my hand. And then I just right beside it every time, get fucking ink poisoning.
Yeah, I used to do that as like a comfort thing, like write the buzzwords in the back of my hand, and then I'll still do it like every few gigs, but like you don't need it, like you don't need it at all.
No, I just take the book right up there
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
and just be like, fuck this, I run this club.
Alpha.
You'll listen to me.
Yeah.
Alpha dogging them.
Alpha dog.
Wolfing them.
Yeah.
I'll read it straight from the page. And it's just ludicrous points anyway.
I can't believe autism misdiagnosed me all these years thinking I was an author.
Oh, he's gay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he'd know better.
Yeah.
I think this is all internet shit. They're confusing the place.
Yeah.
My guys! What?
Just
You laughing at this?
Your current stats, yeah.
My guys! If you're enjoying what you're hearing, get over to patreon.com/the Bomb Squad Pod, where you can unlock a whole pile of other podcasts that we've done. Hundreds of the fucking like.
Jesus, you haven't
Hundreds of them. Patreon.com/the Bomb Squad Pod. Sign up. And as Aaron would say, you'd be fucking mad not to.
You were losing money.
You're losing money not doing it. You know what I mean? For fuck's sake. Brief break and play there. Just nip downstairs. Funny interaction down there.
What'd you hear?
I just heard the boys downstairs doing the cars over the noise of a vacuum, and he's got, see that fucking tissue that blew in there? I think someone's wiped their hole with it. So there you go. You know, it you know, you attract what you put out.
Yes.
And it's stories related to shit.
Yeah.
But we're taking a neurogum break.
Yeah. Now let's give us drugs.
Let's give us drugs. He said, I've had enough of this shit. Take a fucking neurogum. Kill that ADHD.
Well, I caught it before in the Lana spoof where I got caught with that mushroom tea.
Yeah.
But, well, actually, I didn't buy it. Tim like got a pack of it.
Yeah.
And then gave me a couple.
You can't keep up.
You really can't.
You can't keep up with this shit. Like, how many times you hear about something and they're like, man, how have you lived the age you are without that fucking shilajit or whatever
No, they
it's called?
promise you the world. That's what they do.
You know, they're like, oh man, people in fucking Papua New Guinea eat this, and they live to 107,
Yep.
and you haven't had it yet.
You're living right now at about 40%, but if you have neurogum, it shoots up the 80.
Yeah. I had a mushroom time down to do Gordo's podcast one time.
Mm-hmm.
Those conspiracy guys, check it out. And he gave me a rake of shit before I started. I think he actually had some sort of connection to onit.com.
Oh, nice.
And he gave me the fucking mushroom teas and the something caffeine and the whatever. And I was fucking... I was geeked out.
Yeah.
Not as geeked as you.
You were tweaking?
I was tweaking, but like, there's only so much tweaking you want when you have to sit still for fucking 9 hours talking about murder.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing like pre-workout before a podcast.
No, I get absolutely fucking jacked and then sit down and he's like, and do you think he did stab her to death? And I'm like, yeah. I'm very aware that my head's at a slight angle for the next 3 hours. Yeah. Cracking my neck and all. Losing my absolute shit.
Yeah, no, it worked on me. I did take like guy who used to live up in LA, Keon. He was like a big Joe Rogan guy, and
Shout out Keon.
he got the on it stuff, and there was Alpha Brain, and it's just basically like a like a vitamin essentially you're taking.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to notice in the background, but again, promise the world.
Oh, of course, but do you know what they try and do? They try and sell it to you like it's prescriptive, like medication.
Yeah,
You know, like if they're going like, it's not quite Adderall, but it's close enough.
yeah.
And you just pour it in your coffee and that's it. What you really want is, it's like CBD. You know, it's got to
Yeah.
fix all your problems, not as well as just actually smoking joints.
I'll never forget
Smoke
working
joints.
in the vape shop, and someone came in looking weed,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm really sorry, we don't sell that. And she goes, why not? And I was like, well, it's not legal, like in the whole country. And
Yeah.
then she goes, right, okay. And then as she went to walk
Right,
away.
okay.
But then as she went to walk away, she goes, is there a secret knock? And I was like, no, definitely not.
Yeah.
But I should have for the crowd just been like, try it there. And she went, and I went, nah, you fucked it.
I would like to get started. Yeah, the secret knock is on your drug dealer's door.
Yeah.
You fucking need.
Give me a dart.
Can I have the green Lost Mary?
Trying to get monged. Who are we, Timberland?
No, fucking up. Mom.
That's what you should be getting into. Calm us down a wee bit.
What?
Bit of reefer.
Well, if you're staying at my house tonight, maybe not. Maybe. I have that weed vape pen there still.
Oh, no.
If you want to speak
No,
to the
no,
devil,
no.
eye to eye with the devil.
No, not trying to have a yarn with the devil tonight.
Send you down to that spare room by yourself.
Not interested in it.
It'd be like a Saw movie.
Although to be fair, if I was to be stoned rotten anywhere, your guest room would definitely be the spot.
I get jealous when you call in.
Coziest bed in the land.
Coziest bed, tile on the bed. You know, I was like, do you want a shower? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, it's a bit of a dodgy knob on it. And then you come in this morning, you're like, can you turn the shower on for me? And I was like, what else, bro? Wipe your hole.
I know, because you were like, let's go. And I was like, but your shower's fucked. You have to turn it on for me.
This is the problem.
And then he goes in like he's unlocking a safe.
It's unbelievable. Maureen tried to go fancy with it, and yeah, all of a sudden I'm like there with a fucking stethoscope on, like twiddling it, trying to get the fucking shower to work.
Well, I was telling you earlier, we have the worst shower in the land, which is like, it's a bath, and then they've installed the shower into it in the wall.
Yeah.
But if the dial is not on this exact point, then it's either freezing or boiling.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
Yeah.
So Nicholas, like the MacGyver he is, he just took a fucking permanent marker and threw a wee line in it. So now
Genius.
as long as you get the dial there, you're grand.
That's just culty spec for everything.
It is.
You know, like the cooker, the numbers on the cooker start to go, and people will just write pizza, nuggets. There's no fucking numbers on it anymore.
I mean, we have a 2-page like sheet in our house, double-sided, and the only use is to get my lol to play Downtown Country in the Alexa. And she has another 2-pager to turn on the Fire Stick and get it to what she wants.
That's a fucking nightmare.
Well, she's only had to use it about 4 or 5 times, then she gets the gist, you know. But to get her originally there, I'm not there anymore. The youngest has flown the nest. So she's fucked technology-wise.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a night. I mean, is a regular radio stuck on downtown not easier than Alexa?
Probably, yeah. Sure, they got her the Alexa. You know what I find wild creepy? Is when people buy the Alexas as a present and then they preload it with like pictures, and it just plays this slideshow. Something very harrowing about that.
Who preloads it with pictures?
You know the way you can get them ones that I don't know if even
Amazon do that, or you have to do it yourself?
Like you do it yourself and you put the pictures into it, but like it just pops up all these like say if it's like someone's birthday,
Yeah.
and you just pop up pictures, like say someone's 60th, and you just pop in pictures of them like with a cake or something with the thumbs up.
Well, oh yeah, and you're always just praying there's like a dick pic or something in the middle, just a crack. I don't like when you're in the kitchen and the Alexa just goes doon doon like that, and I'm hey,
Yeah.
the fuck are you listening to, bitch? But I'll tell you what's weird, and people have probably been experiencing it long before me, but when children start to use voice activated things,
Yeah.
and then Eddie just like, he doesn't quite know how it works, so he'll be like, Alexa, play, you mind, remember the video of the Batman, the blue Batman and fucking the Joker there and all? And you're like, that's not gonna work, man.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work.
Very cute though.
Very cute to just, like he's explaining it to a human.
Yeah.
Like it understands that much.
Although the other day I was in your house and I was like searching a video on YouTube, and you're like, man, this is killing me. I need the voice activation back.
Yeah, the voice activate. We see, don't know what the pressure of a child is like.
I've never used it, you see.
When there's a fucking, you just need to do something for a second. You're like, just keep your eyes on this TV. Cannot happen quick enough.
Yeah.
I nearly leave it on 24/7.
Yeah.
Just hit play.
What's his go-to like calm down video?
We don't really give him like an iPad.
Good choice.
For the most part, there is a wee Amazon fucking yoke, wee tablet.
That's for emergency.
But that's for like, you're in the car for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And you get down to the last half hour and you're like, just don't fall asleep, just watch this till you get home or something. But in the house, no way. But he can still go on and put the TV on and go on YouTube. And now, because we only let him watch certain things, and then when he's taking a brain rot break, he'd be like, let me turn off this Super Pets movie here. And he'd be like, I'm just, give me a wee second here. I'm just walking over here for a minute. Closes all the doors in the living room. And then you fucking open the door and it's full Skibidi Toilet or whatever.
Yeah.
He like sneaks into a different room to watch absolute brain rot.
Man, when you threw up Skibidi Toilet on the phone the other day, I was like, oh fuck, they've got Eddie too. My niece is obsessed with Skibidi Toilet.
Skibidi Toilet. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know.
It's like a video that was made in a game. The guy's head's in the toilet. Skibidi Toilet.
Yeah. Brilliant.
But they look at me, I'm finally
Shout
on
out
the
to
other
the
end.
kids, man.
Well, I'm on the other end of life now. We're like, where my niece is like, tell me about this.
Yeah.
And like finds it embarrassing that I don't know what it is. And then I look at it and I'm like,
You're an idiot person.
this is fucking shit.
No, well, what happened was we were playing something. We were playing something in the car on Spotify, and it skipped on to Skibidi Toilet. And then I jokingly, I'm taking Eddie to school. I jokingly was like, "What the?" I was like, "What the hell's that?" And he sees the wee guy with the head in the toilet, and he starts laughing at me.
Yeah,
reacting to
yeah.
it. So it's not really even the video.
Yeah.
It's just me being generally hilarious. Yeah. But I'm just going, "What the? What the fuck is that?" Well,
Yeah.
he's laughing his head off.
Yeah,
sometimes.
kids love aggressive reactions.
Oh, they do.
You know, that's a good way to get them.
I meant to talk about this in the last podcast. Speaking of aggressive reactions, where to put it? Oh, you son of a bitch. We've got to talk about this. McGregor wanting to be the president of Ireland.
Yeah.
Which, bro,
Sure. What else is going on?
hey, let's go, man. I don't know why. Is there something? What is it? Is it fame? Is the disease that you get addicted to? Because obviously has all the money in the fucking world.
Yeah, I mean that mixed with fond of the Charlie.
On to the Charlie.
Well, have you run for president?
On to the Charlie. I wouldn't be like that now.
Run for president?
If I had 100 mil, you'd never see me again.
Yeah.
You'd never see me ever again.
Yeah.
Wouldn't give a shit about anything. I'd be gone. I'd be on a fucking apartment that juts out over a cliff on fucking Halong Bay. You'd never see me again. I'd be just.
You'd do a full Kanye essentially.
I'd be lording it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm walking around see-through dress on. See-through dress, tits out. Fucking, or what do you call it? His pair of fucking shitty clogs on. Aye, but this was brilliant. I thought this was like a piss take, by the way.
To enter the electoral octagon, Conor McGregor needs the backing of 20 members of the Irish Parliament. There are 234 in total across two houses, so we contacted them all. 134 got back to us, and of those, 0 said they would support a McGregor run. Not a hope in hell, said one cabinet minister. Others describe McGregor as a tacky, moronic vulgarian and a populist buffoon. Couldn't think of anyone worse, said one. While another added, on behalf of the women of Ireland, he can off. We asked Conor McGregor's spokesperson for a response.
I was like, that couldn't be real. Like, I was remember, like in a really serious voice, but like, one representative said, "Feck away off, you fucking idiot."
Yeah.
Not in a fucking month of undies, you.
Yeah, that's absolutely mental.
Yeah, you fuck. I mean, you lost the run of yourself when you're getting into politics. Like,
Well, it's also tight to get 0. Like,
0.
0 is tough.
Yeah, he can
You know.
fuck off.
That's like going to take me out and getting all the lights out. You know.
He just got that balloon pop from everybody.
Oh, aye. Every balloon straight away. Populist buffoon, by the way. Who was writing them? Rose Shakespeare.
I know. You're a populist buffoon.
Fucking poetic as fuck.
Good name for like a podcast or something.
Populist buffoon.
Yeah, the populist buffoon.
But yeah, you know,
Header, like,
there is an amount of cocaine you can take where you'd like, I should be fucking running this place. Then you do it. It was either that or he was going to start a band, probably.
yeah, that'll be fun.
That'd be fun if McGregor was the front man for a band.
Restart the Cranberries. McGregor up front. Zombie.
What did he call Mike Rice again?
A spastic.
Yeah. I've been against him ever since that. Don't fuck with the squad.
Don't fuck you. Watch your fuck about. Get the rice pudding on you. Oh God. I'll tell now this. I was watching this Netflix documentary called Con Mom.
Oh, yeah.
Watch it anyway. I'm going to spoil it for you, but watch it anyway.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
This fucking guy is like a chef or something. And he fucking adopted or something like that, or foster parents or something. Out of nowhere, his 80-year-old ma comes back into his life and is like, "Oh, sorry about that. No, sorry I hadn't seen you in ages. You know, good to get back in touch with you and whatever. I'm actually a multi-millionaire."
There's Ma.
Yeah. This is a fat little Malaysian woman that's 80 with a wee shaved head. And she was like, you know, I've a lot of time to make up for and everything, you know. And so she's like, I'm a illegitimate child of the Sultan of Brunei.
Jesus.
Or something. So she's been paid off and she has all this money, but now she like invests in things and all. And she's like, oh, I got to make up the time to you. And comes back into their life and starts buying them shit and, you know, buys them fucking like Land Rover Defender and all this here shit. And this goes on and on. This guy's delighted. Like, my mother's back in my life. Turns out she's absolutely minted. You know, quids in.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, happy days.
Happy days is right. And then fucking, she's like, oh, by the way, I'm also terminally ill. You know, I've got bone cancer or something like that. So she's constantly flying about the place. You know, going to like millionaires would. You know, like going to Geneva, open a Swiss bank account, blah blah blah. Can you come with me? Bish bash boy. All this is going on. The guy can't believe his luck. And then, you know, COVID comes around. She's like, oh, listen, I've had a bit of trouble moving money into my thing and all. You wouldn't fucking pay for my hotel there. And she was like, staying in some big hotel. Pay for that hotel there. It's only $3,000. I'll get you back. I'm good for it. Bought you a Land Rover. And he's like, no sweat. And then just wee things like that kept happening. Where she's like, oh, we're out shopping. Oh, fuck, you know, my card doesn't work in this country. Can you buy me this fur coat and all this here shit? And this just kept going on. And then your man's wife's pregnant with their baby. And she's like, oh, I'm stuck in fucking wherever, Geneva or something. And I'm sick and I don't think I've long left. And just send them photos of like the toilet bowl full of blood and all that there shit. And she's like, oh, I'm really sick and can you pay for this medication? I can't get this medication in this country. And all. So just gradually chipping away at all this money. And then she gets the guy to go to her. She's like, I don't have long left. And she ends up keeping him there for like 2 months or something. Meanwhile, the guy's baby has been born. And the wife is just like, are you going to come home? And he's like, I can't. I haven't seen my mother my whole life. And she's fucking ill here. And then the wife is like, I've had enough of this shit. I'm going to New Zealand to be with my family. Takes the baby. He's still stuck with the ma. And then just they start to find wee things out. You know, his best mate thought it was a bit suspicious and all this here sort of shit. He speaks to the wife. She's like, yeah, I don't think it's right now. And it turns out this woman is just like swindling the life out of him. And she was pouring like red food dye down the toilet. No cancer. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, this is a fat wee Malaysian woman. She's like 80. And faking that. He's paying for all the medication. It wasn't even for like cancer. It was like fucking high blood pressure and constipation or something. And she's just been doing this for years to loads of people. And the only reason she like got in contact with her son was because it was like COVID times, and there wasn't that many other millionaires to like prey on flying in and out of the country. And she's like, I may as well tap into the old son here. Demented.
Oh yeah.
And this woman's just like, like, you would look at someone like this and you're like, first of all, how do you have the energy for this? You're like 80.
80 years of age scamming, I guess.
Fat wee Malaysian, I'll keep saying that. And she's just done this to loads of people, and she'll like, whatever way she would like swindle people by going like, I'll invest in your company. And then she gets like a bit of the shares back, but then she hasn't really invested. It's like someone else's money. So she's just getting big cuts of their money coming in, and someone else is like paying for it or something. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What's wrong with people?
I know. The only thing she was terminal of was being a Q2.
That's it. Terminal.
Food dye down the toilet's wild.
Food dye, that is wild. You don't joke about that sort of shit. Like.
But then the thing is too,
I did look at it and be like, where's the turd then?
yeah.
Or are you just bleeding clean out of your ass?
Well, that's just one of them shouts, just go right down the bowl.
The ghost shite full of blood.
Yep. But like my mom is a big believer in like the karmic cycle. She's like,
Aye.
if you're a bad person, it'll come back to you. But sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it doesn't. But like, me and Maureen had an in-depth conversation about this, and she was going like, if you were, why would you not swindle something that was like, could be swindled? Like stocks and fucking this and things that you could make money at, sort of like legally. And I was like, it's probably she's just addicted to the grind, man. She just the fun in it is probably tricking people.
Yeah.
And whatever's wrong with your mind, you feel zero fucking remorse about telling people you're terminally ill or fucking people over and all this sort of business.
Here's the thing that's hard to accept. Some people are just bad hoers.
Some people are bad hurt.
And then they die.
And then, yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, she's having a whale of a time. She's getting paid for champagne and fucking oyster dinners and all this here business. Fur coat, oh, I like this hat, buy me that. Louis Vuitton bag. And then she just fucking skips back to the hotel room.
Yeah.
Does a bloody shake, goes to sleep. Like a baby.
Fat Malaysian lady.
Fat 80-year-old fat Malaysian. Let's fucking get over it. Like, some energy.
Oh, it's
some energy to keep that rolling.
effort.
Like, but I wonder, does it, if you're legitimately like a psychopath like that, does it not take a toll on you? So you do skip through. You're just like skipping through life, being like, I'm dying, only messing. Fucking, you've lost your wife and your child anyway.
Here's the thing. Some people do move with bad intentions.
Oh,
Something you have to accept.
all right, 2 Chainz. Holy shit.
Some people move through life with bad intentions and they couldn't give two fuck.
But it's like, did you ever listen to 2 Johnny's catfish thing? Mm-hmm. That girl was back at it again.
Yeah.
People are just, it must be like the most addictive type of gambling.
Oh yeah.
Do you think you could be swindled?
I got swindled in Atlantic City.
Did you?
We stayed after. It was the first time any of the acts have ever stayed after the show.
Yeah.
It's in a casino. It's in the Tropicana.
Yeah.
In Atlantic City.
The drink's free? No?
Come on now. And usually the acts all go home.
Right.
But this was the funnest like car ride yet.
Okay.
Like the 3 people I was with, all great crack. We're all chatting, zipping and zapping, whatever. And then we get to the show. Show was terrible.
Okay.
There's a correlation that happens.
Aye.
If the hang is bad crack, the show's great. And for some reason, if the hang's great crack, the show's terrible.
Okay.
But I'd rather have a good hang. You know?
Yeah.
The show's going to be the show. You're going to get paid the same amount of money.
Yeah.
You want to have good crack in 2.5 hour journey up the road and back again.
Yes.
You know? But afterwards, we stayed behind and we were in the casino. And, they're making it a bit too easy now for people to take out money. Because you can just you can use contactless. So you can just go up to the thing, tap your thing, and then select the money you want. That shouldn't be allowed. That doesn't sound right.
Or you just tap it and go like $100 and it comes out?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the way they should all fucking work, to be fair, but yeah.
But I had a limit. I was like, I'll do 40. $40.
40 grand.
40 bucks. Went in the slots. And again, oh my God, you think I fucking was addicted to, what was that thing I was playing?
Block Blaster?
Block Blaster. This is like Block Blaster on steroids.
Yeah.
Every time you pull the thing, all these different colors and sounds light up and fucking zing zang. And I'm just sitting there being like, this is
Skibidi
lethal.
Toilet. There we go.
I'm just paying for the serotonin. And so I'd be pulling away at it. Lost the 40. It was like, right,
Instantly?
I'm 40 down.
Yeah.
I'm 40 down. I was up a couple of times and I was like, I kept pulling it. Don't know what I was looking for. And then
You might have won, didn't even know.
and then I was like, do I leave it at that 40 or what do I do? And then I was like, should I do 20 here and try and get back up? So I took the 20 and I went to the roulette wheel. There was a woman at the table. She was absolutely lovely, an absolute gem. And we were all betting tokens.
Yeah.
So I took the 20 and I was like, fuck it, I'm putting on black.
Right.
Spinning the wheel. Black 24.
Bosh.
I was like, happy days.
How much?
There's me 40 back. You won
Double it, yeah.
So there's the 40 back.
Yeah.
She gives me it in tokens.
Yeah.
And then I was like, right, I'll have another go here. And I put it on evens. Lost the whole thing. That was it. Just the dragon. Dragon got away twice.
She's the dragon down an alley. Dead end.
But some of the, like, you should see.
She's
some
the
of
dragon. Dragon's behind me. So, never got the dragon. Never seen it.
Some of the mountaintops of chips that them old boys have is mental. Like, I was sitting there with like 4 chips stacked up, being like, 40 bucks, eh? I'll lose some sleep if I lose this. Guy beside me, like 3 mountains of tokens.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Was anyone else betting? Any other comedians?
Oh, my.
Yeah?
Oh, we all lost the dragon. Every single one of us lost the
The
dragon.
dragon bent us over. Every last one of us.
The best one, Nick, was up $100.
Yeah.
And then he lost it. This is the thing, you see. If you're a fiend for serotonin, if you vape, you shouldn't go in a casino. Because you're incapable of like not.
Well, I'll tell you what, sneaky. Tap, give me the money, put it on the roulette, win it back in tokens.
Well, you see.
Do you know what I mean? Of course, they're just like, well, there you go. Play again.
Well, their argument is they're not forcing you to bet. They're giving you the tokens and you're making the conscious decision to keep going. Instead of taking the tokens, I could have took the tokens and went to the window. Got me 40 bucks back.
Would they laugh at you if you went up for 40 bucks?
Who gives a fuck? I'm getting me 40 bucks
I'm not
back.
going to see you again. 40 quid up.
Well, they will every month in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
King of AC. But I just go up to the window and get me 40 bucks. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Me and Dave Elliott, we did the Fringe. First year we did the Fringe together. We did a half hour each. And we were getting nothing in the bucket. The bucket was empty every day. I was like, fuck, we're down a fortune. Saturday, first packed out show of the Fringe. We sold out. Everyone at the gig gave us at least a tenner. We had a bucket full of money. And he had the idea of going to the casino and putting it in black. And I at the time was like, that's the best idea I've ever heard of in my life. Went in with a bucket, got the tokens, put it in black, red.
Webinars from McDonald's.
Didn't even chase a dragon. Dragon was never there to begin with.
I can't get into it. I can't go near it.
My flatmate's addicted to gambling.
Yes.
He bets on point by point tennis.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're too far gone.
Yeah, too far gone. I just couldn't get into it. Especially these boys like bet on football and stuff, and they also have like an emotional connection to the team, and then they're like fully depressed.
Yeah, because you only need one. If you already got an emotional connection to the team, you don't need to add to that by gambling. You know?
Then you take it personally.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, Man United. My wife's left me. Fuck's sake, Man United.
Colin, sure, like if his lacrosse team lost the other day, like a bull, the 4 day.
Fuming on the lacrosse.
Oh yeah.
Me and you would do well at lacrosse.
No, we wouldn't.
Oh, we would.
Would we?
It's just fighting with a stick, isn't it?
Aye, but it's like, you know, it's like a Speedy Man's game.
Speedy man. Got to catch the wee ball and the wee thing.
Yeah.
The wee hoop.
The more difficult that it looks.
Yeah, probably is. But I've seen them just melting each other though.
Yeah.
Just run up, take someone out, blindside them.
Oh yeah, and Colin has one at the house. That's a hard thing to get whacked with.
The lacrosse stick.
It's like a bamboo stick with a net in the end.
Is it like American football up top and then sort of track runner down below? Do they just wear like tights?
Essentially, yeah. Yeah.
God damn. God damn.
It's a good like athlete build, you know.
Yeah. I'd have a go at that. I'd just be an enforcer, just smashing people, never touch a ball all season.
He wants me to go to the championships in Japan, 2027.
That's not a good reason to go to Japan.
That's what I was saying.
Fly the whole way to Japan, wasted watching fucking, football, hockey, or whatever the fuck it is. How was Japan? Oh, terrible. Jesus Christ. Ghost. It's a pretty swag move. How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Aaron's mic just moved like there's a goddamn poltergeist in the room.
Do you know what I'd love to do? Speaking of swag mic moves,
Yeah.
there's a guy, Bruce Gray, that I used to know in LA, and he does bars, and he does a thing where he'll take the mic stand. You know the way you have the bass at the bottom? He'll like push the mic away and then put his foot in the stand. Mic comes back. Sir, it looks so slick. But no doubt I try that.
I know,
live.
fucking James does do the splits too.
Swear to God. But he's like, he's like same build is like us.
Yeah.
And he goes on, he's got like a cowboy shirt on and all. And he'll open with like a certain line or like a punchline that gets like a hey. And when he does it, he just pushes it back and then. And
Did he
swag as
like
fuck.
used to be in a band or something? I feel like you need to practice that a lot.
I don't think so.
You do that in labs and just smack someone in the teeth. I'm a fucking Copperberg. I spilled my fucking Copperberg. Then you just drop down, do the splits, burst your hole out of the jeans.
Do you mean that you fucking ripped my t-shirt in Lavries?
Yeah.
But it was like just the back.
There was a hole in it and I just put my finger in it and went, your big pig back out.
It was one of my good classic River Island black just t-shirts. Ripped the whole back of it.
I'm sorry about that. But it was good crack, man. It was good crack.
It was good crack, man.
The boys were drinking.
Lit up the vibe.
The back was out. You know what I mean? It was all go.
Yeah.
It was all motherfucking go. I've noticed a lot recently when I'm doing stand-up. I spit a lot more than I ever used to.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. Just getting lazier with my tongue. I don't know. Like fucking the lights will be in my eyes and I'll be like fucking just spitting all over the place. You see Kanye in the news?
Well, I have seen before when I'm on stage. This isn't like regular enough for me to really think about it too much, but like I have had the odd time where I've been on and I've like said something and you do see like a couple of wee spit particles.
Yeah.
And it distracts me from the next line because I'm like, oh, fuck, I'll put that in lands on.
I was in Lavery's the other week and I'm sure I spat on a guy's face and he went and did well to like not react to it. You know, just took it.
What do you do? Like,
Just go over and wipe it. Sorry about that, bro. That's where the ADHD kicks in. When I see like what's on the table on the front row.
yeah.
You know, I'll walk out and I'm supposed to be talking to the audience like, hey guys, welcome to Lavery's Comedy Club. And I'll walk right out and be like, you on the old fucking salt and vinegar nuts, lad? Salt and vinegar nuts, fucking me, no kissing tonight.
I do the same thing.
This is kind of, can't not notice it.
We're the 79ers.
We're the 79%ers, yeah. The 79ers, that's a t-shirt. Get that for SSE. The 79%ers. Oh god. Adrian HD. Oh god.
It was so funny the other day whenever you were in the car and you were driving. And I got we were like fucking chatting shit, but it was like multiple tabs open at one stage. And then we just kind of stopped talking for a minute and I went, do you think we've both got ADHD? And you were just driving, you went, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The pause was because I was gonna go. I was gonna go. I'm ADHD. You're just fucking retarded.
Deflection.
But I know. Right, we'll play this out all before we go. This is fucking great. You see.
What the fuck is that? Ah! Ah!
Such an Irish mommy noise.
Ah!
What is it?
Are you for fucking real? A fucking pair of testicles on the teeth. I'm not. Look at fuck's sake. What's that? Your balls out of your fucking ball bag. You stupid little giving the kiwi on Mother's Day. That's fucking disgusting. There's hair in it. There's ah!
Squeeze it.
I rub it all over your face.
Pair of Skechers.
This just reminds
I
me.
want one of them, by the way. A scrotum on a key ring. But how fucking Irish noise is that? Like, no one else makes that noise. You've either broken your hip or been handed a ball back. Fuck! You fucking.
My mom does a wild hard ock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she'll like usually if you're like ock whatever or ock, but she'll really put a hard K on it.
Yeah.
You know, she'll be like ock. Or she'll be like say I fart or something in the room. She'll go ock, fuck away off.
Fuck away off your arsehole.
That reminds me too. Amy Walls, shout out. She took a video of her wee brother doing. Remember the cinnamon challenge back in the day?
Yeah.
And it went viral on YouTube because her dad came in halfway through them taping it, and he's just tearing into him.
Unreal.
And it's so funny because it's like, talk about Irish dad, just that raw aggression.
Yeah.
I must get that off her.
Get it off her.
So funny.
We'll play it in the next one.
So funny.
10 out of 10. You can't do anything. I've seen those videos of the guy trying to do something. They're like, turn that fucking ticky-tacky off, you fucking idiot, and go to work, you fucking idiot.
Fact.
You're 30. Get a button with that noise. Great times, right?
Jesus.
Sorry.
Slipknot.
We'll get out of here before I fucking slip into another dimension. I'm still tweaking from the gig bar, to be honest with you. But sure.
How are you feeling post Neuro? Paid ad?
I've a lot going on right now. I'm gigging from the gig bar, Neurogum, Nordics, caffeine,
Yeah.
demented.
Man, you need to learn breathing techniques or something.
I might need to.
Can't go on like this.
I might need to earth myself on the floor, naked. Box breathing. We'll get out of here.
We'll get out of here.
We'll get out of here.
We got labs.
My guys, it's been a pleasure.
Absolute fucking pleasure.
I mean, once again, lost the run of ourselves. We covered it all. You know what I mean? And we'll be back next week to cover even more. Thanks for joining us, guys. If you want to get on patreon.com/BumpSquadPod, 100 and fucking odd podcasts over there too. You got the New York tapes, you got the AMAs, Ask Me Anything at Alls, and the Morning McCartney crossover. It's all over there, guys. We'll see you over there. Good luck, and fuck you. Stay safe. Oh, nice. That's nice.